our next guest as a talk show host, a district attorney, and now she's a soon-to-be judge. Please welcome Star Jones.
Woo!
Hey, Star!
Hey, how are you all? It sounds like everybody's having a fun time over there. I'm mad that I'm not with you.
So are we.
Oh, my
but we're
goodness.
happy you're here, though.
Because you know what, Star, you are so busy. So we wanted to start off with a cause that's near and dear to your heart, the American Heart Association's Go Red for Women movement. Now, you had your own personal heart health journey. Tell us what happened and why you're encouraging women to make living a healthy lifestyle a priority.
You see, I'm in my red.
Yes.
Because this is February, so it's Heart Health Month. And I wear red every single day of February, and I have for the last 12 years. I am so proud to support the American Heart Association's Go Red for Women movement. And it's really our signature initiative. So for the last 12 years, I've been national volunteer for the American Heart Association, not because of some altruistic part of me,
Sure.
really because it was so very personal. And you know, when something hits you in your own life, you really become a part of it. It'll be 12 years in March that I had open heart surgery. I mean, the real kind. I got diagnosed with heart disease, and they said to me, they're going to crack your chest and disconnect your heart. And the machines will keep you alive. You know, of course, I had to correct them and say, no, God will keep me alive.
That's right.
And
That's
y'all
right,
just
Star.
need to make sure that machine is plugged in. That's the best you can do. But I was just one of these women who never thought that heart disease could touch me. And I should have known, because I had not been a healthy living person. I did not exercise. Lord knows I did not want to catch a ball, throw a ball, or kick a ball at any time. But all that had to change with the diagnosis. Heart disease kills more women than all cancers combined. 1 in 3 women will die from heart disease if we don't make some real changes.
Star, let me just say, first of all, we are so happy that you're here and doing well. And I just want to also share with you that my mom died of heart disease. So what you're doing is really important, and thank you for that.
Sorry to hear that.
Oh my gosh! Just thinking of your mom as one of my heart sisters, and the number of other sisters across the board that this disease has touched, and I'm so grateful that you would share this amazing platform you have to honor your mother's legacy. And her story, my story, other stories like this, we hope will help save the women. We can do this, y'all.
We can
really
do it. We have to keep talking about
just
it.
little small incremental changes.
Exactly.
Right. Star, you've always been outspoken. You've also thrown your support behind President Biden and his pledge to nominate the first Black woman to the U.S. Supreme Court. Tell us about the monumental moment, and who would you like to take a seat on the bench?
Lonnie, let me tell you something. I have had the best time being a part of this kitchen cabinet of African-American women leaders who have looked at the Black women jurists who are really under contention for this seat, or I should say consideration for this seat. The president has made a promise and a vow to keep that promise to nominate the first African-American woman to fill Justice Breyer's seat when he retires. And what I want to emphasize is all of the women whose names have been prominently mentioned in the media, and there are about 8 or 9 of them now, and now I understand that they've sort of narrowing it down to 3 or 4 women. But this is what I like to emphasize. Every single objective standard for a Supreme Court justice, every single one of these sisters comes to the top of the list. They can compete with anybody on the court or anybody somebody would be considering.
Let them know, Star.
I'm going to tell you right now, when preparation meets opportunity, there is nothing that a Black woman can't do, and these sisters are ready to do it.
Oh my God, speak. Now speak.
Girl, you know, listen, I'm a Black woman lawyer. It is the dream to see a sister take that seat. It is wonderful because it will bring a new perspective to the court.
It sure will.
And I'm so appreciative of the president. And don't sleep on the vice president, because she sits right there next to the president. And the president takes her advice, and he's talked about that. And I'm really appreciative of President Biden and Vice President Harris for emphasizing that, keeping their promise, and I can't wait to see who he nominates, because she's going to be bad no matter who it is.
I can't wait. And speaking of President Biden, he recently selected you to lead the U.S. Commission for the Preservation of Americans' Heritage Abroad. Congratulations.
Yes, you working.
What kind of responsibilities does that entail, Star?
I had one heck of a week, you know, that happened in 1 week. But this is really the great honor of my lifetime. I think you all know that philanthropy and advocacy on behalf of diversity and equity and inclusion has really been the asterisk next to my name. I mean, yes I'm an attorney. Yes, I've done television. But to be able to advocate for folks that are voiceless has just been my mission. And I'm so grateful that the Preservation of America's Heritage Abroad, the Commission, is really committed to identifying cemeteries and monuments and historic buildings within Eastern and Central Europe. We have about 29 countries that are really associated with the heritage of United States citizens, particularly the endangered properties. So I think about during World War II, the Holocaust and Nazis and communism and the devastating impact it had on a number of communities all around the world, especially our Jewish brothers and sisters. And so with memory, dignity, and justice as the new chair of the commission, I am 100% committed to never forgetting and actually putting remembrances in place to all of those souls that have been lost. And I'm talking the Jews, the Romas, the Sinti, the Slavs, the disabled people, the LGBT folk that y'all don't always hear about, and others that were killed by the Nazis and their collaborators during the Holocaust. This is important work, and I plan to bring all of my whole self and my whole posse. And you know I got a deep posse.
You're not doing that. You know, she doing it all, Garcelle, because that's not enough news. You were also just named the new presiding judge on divorce court.
Woo!
What are you most excited about when you know it's your time to do this, to
Can
take
you
that
imagine?
gavel?
I mean, I take off the hats, the different hats throughout the day, and I think to myself, this is such a blessed time in my life. But I am really looking forward to bringing a common sense approach to the courtroom. You know, it's a full circle moment for me. Before I was a legal correspondent for NBC News, I covered all the high-profile trials. I conducted those jailhouse interviews. People forget I spent 6 years in a Brooklyn courtroom as a New York City prosecutor, really focused on homicide cases and advocating for victims, typical of me. So since the beginning of my TV career, I have been a voice for the voiceless, and this gives us an opportunity to really take some well-earned common sense on my own self and apply it to relationships that are going to come before me. You know, see, I embrace it all, and I laugh to myself saying, whoever thought that being a divorcee would actually benefit me in the long run?
See there? I love it.
If anybody can do it, it's you, Star, and you're going to be so great at it. Star, thank you so much for being with us today.
Yes.
For more information...
Oh, I wouldn't have missed it for the world. Ladies, thank you very much. I do not plan to see either one of you in my courtroom anytime soon. But I will say to you, I will tap you for your friendship and your sisterhood to help with some of these missions. And make sure you wear you some red in February.
Absolutely,
yes,
absolutely.
Yes,
and for more information on the American Heart Association Go Red for Women movement, head over to TheReal.com.